Hi everyone, Valenciano here, and I want to talk to you guys about Frontrow. Now, I'm sure one way or another you guys have seen Frontrow. Whether you're driving on EDSA, whether you're watching TV, whether you're surfing the net, or even on your mobile and thinking to yourself, is it an events company? What kind of company is it and what are their products? Well, at the end of the video, I hope that you guys get a clear-cut understanding of what Frontrow really is. So, with that said, let's dive in. A lot of people have been asking one question. What is Frontrow? It's simple. Frontrow is the #1 multi-level marketing company in Asia. And for the past 6 years in a row, Frontrow has been named the most trusted multi-level marketing company by these governing bodies. Not to mention an Asian Pacific Excellence Awardee and Seal of Excellence Awardee.
Very blessed to be able to represent them tonight, and as well as the company which represents the members. And so with that said, I'm very, very thankful for this opportunity.
So I'm sure there are some people wondering, 6 years in a row, how long has Frontrow been running? Well, Frontrow launched in January of 2012. So why now? Why market themselves this way now? Why go all out? Why be aggressive? The answer is simple. Frontrow needed to be sure that they had stability and structure not just on a national level, but on an international scope. Which leads to my next point, the ANCE. What is the ANCE? The Asian Networkers Convention and Expo, where Frontrow was named Best Global Company for 2 years in a row. When talking about the overall reach and impact of Frontrow, we're talking about close to 200 offices all around the world, where offices are opened on a monthly basis, both here and abroad. People ask me, why Frontrow? Or what makes Frontrow different? Well, only 4 things come into my mind. Number 1, choosing Frontrow means to choose humanity. To see the good in people, to see the good amidst the bad, to hope for the best, to look at someone and say, you deserve a better life, let me help you. Number 2, it's the purest of intentions. Now, with everything I just said, what is the intention behind it? No strings attached. It's just literally bettering the lives of the people around you. Number 3, it's the body, the structure, the members, the people. You know, it's one thing to be like-minded, but it's another thing to be like-hearted and like-spirited. Honestly, being surrounded by people in Frontrow elevates my life. Elevates the way I think, the way I feel. You know, there's so much transparency and so much sincerity that goes into all the stories, into all the sharing, and it really has opened my eyes. And has brought me to a place where negativity does not reside. And last but not the least, the 2 people that inspire and motivate me on a daily basis. 2 of the most hardworking, genuine, generous, and sincere people I know that just want to better lives. These 2 people have nothing left to prove. Yet every day of their lives, they are trying to figure out ways to elevate Frontrow and to bring it to an even bigger stage, to help even more lives. And for me, that is one of the most inspiring things I have ever seen, as they have reached a pinnacle of success where they don't even need to be doing this, yet they're doing it out of the goodness of their heart. I'm talking about the founders of Frontrow, our president and our CEO, R.S. Francisco and Sam Versosa. I have had the privilege to be able to work hand in hand with RS and Sam. And let me tell you, it really is a sight to behold. You've got Sam, who is a civil engineer, and RS, who is an artist at heart. And together, with their ultra-sharp business sense and the ability to empathize with others, they truly built Frontrow on solid ground, which makes them unstoppable. Now that you guys know about the company and the founders, let's talk about the world-class products. We focus on three things: health, beauty, and wellness, in that order. Here are the products of Frontrow International. First on the list is Lux White. We all know that glutathione is marketed as a whitening element, when in reality, the whitening process is just a side effect to the real benefits that it holds. We're talking about improvements in insulin resistance by older individuals. It increases mobility for people with peripheral artery disease. It also reduces symptoms of Parkinson's disease. It helps improve the lives of those with psoriasis. And it also reduces cell damage in alcoholic and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Next, we've got Lux Protect, which uses the power of pure grapeseed extract. Some of the benefits include reducing your blood pressure, improvements in blood flow, improvements in collagen and bone strength. It supports your brain as it ages. It's also very good for your kidneys, and it reduces cancer risk. Next up, Lux Slim, which is a 1-2 punch of L-carnitine and green tea extract. L-carnitine is an amino acid that is naturally produced by the body. It helps convert your fat into energy. Partnered with green tea extract benefits, which is high in antioxidants, promotes heart health, is good for the brain, helps with weight loss, helps liver function, is good for your skin, and amongst other things, helps your exercise performance and recovery. My personal favorite, Lux Renew, which utilizes 8 powerful berries in 1 capsule. When we talk about anti-aging, we're talking beyond how we look. We're talking about how we feel. What's happening inside our body? That should be our main priority. Did you know that just 1 cup of berries provides all the disease-fighting antioxidants you need in 1 day? And so, we move on to our hyper-lightening and resurfacing soaps. We've got our skin whitening bar, our oatmeal exfoliant bar, and our orange papaya bar, all in which help with age spots, freckles, acne, hyperpigmentation, and damaged and inflamed skin. The DD Stick maximizes the combination of BB and CC cream. BB creams provide coverage with added skincare benefits like SPF and antioxidants, while CC creams, which stand for color correcting, is meant to address issues like redness and sallowness, usually with light diffusing particles. And thanks to its double-sided design, you can take it anywhere, anytime, in your pocket. Lastly, Frontrow's Insta-Bright Body Cream, which instantly helps you feel fairer, brighter, and more rejuvenated than ever. Not to mention the fact that it's got built-in SPF 25 and is sweat-proof and water-resistant. Frontrow takes pride in the legitimacy of their products and the company itself, which is why every product is FDA and halal approved, and every requirement for certifications and registrations are in check. Now that you know the company, you know the founders, you know the products, the question remains, how do I become part of Frontrow? How do I join Frontrow? It's pretty simple. All you have to do is purchase a package. For this presentation, we're going to be talking about the Platinum package, which is $14,988. What does this include? It includes a lifetime membership with no monthly fees, no quotas, no expiration, and the best thing about it is that you get 15,000 worth and more of products. You have 5 packages to choose from: your Lux White package, your Lux All-Star package, and your Platinum 1, Platinum 2, and Platinum 3 package. Now let's talk about Frontrow on a business perspective. I think one of the best things about Frontrow is that it gives people an opportunity to start a business no matter where they are in life. You can be a student, a young entrepreneur, someone who's seasoned in the industry. It doesn't matter. It transcends all classes, all levels, and all markets. Now you can do Frontrow full-time, or you can do Frontrow part-time. The best thing about it is that Frontrow is there and it's there to stay. Let's talk about the ways of earning. When you become part of Frontrow, you are automatically eligible to a 50% discount on all Frontrow wellness products. For example, Lux White retails at $2,980. You get a 50% discount of $1,490, which means when you sell it, you get 100% profit with no quota. The second way of earning would be your direct sales commission, where you earn an extra 1,000 pesos for every package sold. The third way of earning is the group sales commission, where you can earn 2,500 pesos for every sales match. Imagine this is you, your package, your membership, or your account, all in which mean the same thing. Let's start off with two packages. Here's friend A who bought a package. Your direct sales commission is 1,000 pesos. Friend B bought another package, another 1,000 pesos. And for your sales match, 2,500 pesos. Friend A sells two packages and friend B sells another two packages. So that's 2,500 plus 2,500, which equates to 9,500 overall. But why stop there? In Frontrow, we have a saying, duplication is key. The reason why we keep inviting people is to find the right people for our network. As you can see, your levels are now filled. Level 1 with package A and package B, and level 2 with 4 packages sold. What happens when you get inquiries from outside? What happens when you sell more packages? Where do you put them? This is what we call the spillover. The spilling over of distributors you invite from one level of your downline to the next as a result of size constraints on your levels. As you can see, you just spilled over to your left sales force. There are multiple reasons why you could have chosen your left sales force as opposed to your right. Maybe distributor C would be a much better fit for your left sales force network. Remember, it's not just about matching your left and your right. It's being able to build very healthy networks on your left and on your right. For example, your left sales force could be your family network, and your right sales force could be your friends network. This will help you build your networks organically and at the same time avoid potential overlapping of accounts and invitees. Now, speaking on an international level, your left sales force could represent your Philippine network, while your right sales force could represent, let's say, your UAE or Australian network, or both. Now going back, because you sold the package to distributor C, you get your direct sales commission of 1,000 pesos. Some people ask me why they didn't get their direct sales commission on the second level. That's because we are basing this on the fact that distributor A sold 2 packages and distributor B sold 2 packages. So naturally, they would get their commissions from those sales. A great feature in the algorithm and structure of Frontrow is that you don't have to fill up the whole level. Waiting to be paired simply means that it doesn't matter which sales force is more active. As long as there's activity on either side, your sales matches will wait for their pairings. Your left sales force is now waiting to be paired, and on your right, new packages are being sold. So you systematically and automatically get your 2,500 and another 2,500 to infinity and beyond. Due to Frontrow's urgency in regards to promoting health, beauty, and wellness, for every 5th sales match, Frontrow will reward you with 2,500 pesos worth of gift certificates, which you can use to buy more products. I would say this is another way of earning, as I used my GCs to acquire products which I later on sold to very happy customers. In Frontrow, you are allowed a maximum of 3 accounts. The reason being is that it is the most optimal number to be able to build a thriving and healthy network without having to compromise or manipulate the system. Let's now talk about the difference between having a single account and the advantages of having 3 accounts. Let's start with a single account. Let's say you sold 4 packages. That's 4 direct referrals, so 1,000 multiplied by 4, plus 2 sales matches, which equates to 9,000 pesos overall. Remember this blueprint before I start talking about 3 accounts. One of the major advantages of having 3 accounts is the fact that your left and your right are independent of each other, but when utilized and fused properly, can produce massive gains when working together. Let's use the same number of packages sold as the single account. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 1,000 multiplied by 4. The system will read that you are your own direct referral, so you will get an extra 1,000 pesos on both sides. There and then, you've already earned 2,000 pesos more than a single account. This is where things get really exciting. I call this the across, between, and within concept. You get your sales match across your accounts, between your packages sold, and like I said earlier to remember your blueprint, your left and your right are independent of each other. So you get another 2,500 within those networks, which equates to 18,500 pesos. The maximum potential payout for 1 account is 600,000 pesos, and for 3 accounts, multiplied by 3, is 1.8 million pesos. Now for the safety net. This is one of the reasons why Frontrow is as stable as it is today. Every member has a ceiling or a limit per account. We're talking about 12 sales matches a day, which equates to 30,000 pesos a day, 150,000 pesos a week, and 600,000 pesos a month. Anything made beyond the safety net will go back to Frontrow, which can then be used for marketing, production, and operations. Another exciting feature of being part of Frontrow is that you get your checks every Friday. Every member is given full control and full transparency of their account. You will be provided with a username and password which can be used to enter your account. You can change your account details at any time. There's a very big misconception when people say that it's only those who joined a long time ago that are earning big today. Here's an example of one of my leaders who joined end of January 2018. In less than 2 months, here are her numbers. In 1 week, she made 34,200 pesos in her first account, 24,300 pesos in her second account, and 78,300 pesos in her third account. With hard work, patience, perseverance, and the purest of intentions, the system will work for you. Let's now look at annual numbers. We're talking about 30,000 a day, 150,000 a week, 600,000 a month, and 7.2 million a year. For 3 accounts, that's 90,000 a day, 450,000 a week, 1.8 million a month, and 21.6 million a year. Now remember, these numbers are based on a perfect record. We're talking about doing Frontrow 100% 7 days of the week. And we all know, in any business, revenue can fluctuate. Let's say you only reach 50% of the potential annual revenue. That's 10.8 million pesos based on the 3 accounts that you got, which equates to roughly 45,000 pesos. Let's take it a step further and say you only got 25% of the potential annual revenue, which equates to 5.4 million pesos. That still sounds pretty good to me. Another perk for being a Frontrow member are the tour incentives. Frontrow rewards their top distributors and flies them all around the world, all expenses paid. The unique thing about this is that you don't just get to travel with your co-distributors, but you get to travel with the owners and the endorsers as well. You get to bond, meet, and grow with people from all walks of life. Let's talk about the Millionaires Club, where Frontrow has the most number of millionaires with over 1,000 millionaires to date. You might think that this is a rare occurrence. Well, throughout the years, Frontrow has built a format where we have millionaires being awarded almost on a weekly basis. This just shows that the system genuinely works. The term M Club goes beyond the fancy cars or designer brands. It represents the hundreds of thousands of hours put into the hustle and grind of each member, adding value to what true, sincere, and unbreakable success really looks like. On a personal note, Frontrow has done so much for me. On an emotional, mental, and spiritual level, being surrounded by people who have overcome their struggles, the culture of Frontrow has inspired me and motivated me in ways I could have never imagined. Which leads me to my story. And my story surprised even myself. September of 2018, I became part of Frontrow as a creative director. I wanted to help out with their creative concepts and creative assets in terms of their live, film, and digital projects. I had no plans on becoming a member whatsoever. I had zero experience when it comes to networking and multi-level marketing, so it really was not part of the plan. Until December 16 hit, the biggest charity event of 2018. And that is when I felt like my eyes were opened and I just felt like I wanted to be part of this movement. I wanted to know more about Frontrow. I wanted to immerse myself in the culture and the structure and the core of the company. It was also there and then when I was introduced to Frontrow's philanthropic and charitable division, Frontrow Cares, where Frontrow focuses mainly on giving back because we believe in the saying, we are blessed to be a blessing. Growing up with my dad being the UNICEF ambassador of Goodwill in the Philippines, this hit close to home for me, which ultimately became the deal breaker for me to become part of this incredible and beautiful family. In January 2, 2019, I officially joined Frontrow, and I must say it was one of the best decisions that I have ever made. It has opened avenues for me to be able to empower people in ways I thought I never could. For the longest time, I've been looking for this kind of a path, this road that I believe will outlast my lifetime. And one thing I've realized with Frontrow is that they are king and queen makers, legacy builders. And that is exactly what I've been looking for the past 31 years of my life. And I'm not talking about my own legacy. I'm talking about the people around me, my loved ones, and even strangers. And I always tell people that once upon a time, your friends were once strangers. And that's why we must focus on the people we do not know yet. Because we have an opportunity to be able to build relationships. And one thing that I've learned with Frontrow is that money can be made and lost in an instant. But relationships can be lost and made forever. So what do you focus on? Something that's temporary or something that's permanent? I think I'd rather go with something that's permanent. So that, in a nutshell, is Frontrow. And I say nutshell because Frontrow is pure empathy. It's something that needs to be experienced, something that needs to be realized. It can't be taught. It's something that can't be just read or seen. You have to feel it. And that's why I'm inviting everybody to check it out. Just hear it out and be able to see what I see, feel what I feel, and know what I know. Because I can guarantee you, once you've gotten bitten by the Frontrow bug, you're never gonna forget it. So with that said, this is Gab Valenciano signing off. Thank you so much for your time. And I hope and I pray that one day I get to meet each and every one of you that has seen this video. God bless you guys. I choose to be better. Frontrow forever.